Shout me down again. Shout me down again. Go on, shout me down.
No, I'm listening.
That's what I thought. Ancient civilizations actually had the skill of listening. Okay? What are you laughing about?
That's hypocrisy of the first degree.
Whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here?
Hello everyone and welcome back to Review of the Week. It's your host James and I'm joined by Alistair yet again.
Hello.
The fifth week running or something like that.
Yeah.
And we are going to be talking about the Royals this time. Obviously,
Yes, we
it's
are.
been pretty world news, pretty global news even, that the Meghan Markle and what's his
ginger one,
face?
Harry.
And Harry has been, they've been married.
Is that an ice cream van outside?
Sorry?
Is that an ice cream van I can hear outside your house?
That is an ice cream van. It's a
Cool,
it's a pretty hot day.
It is a very hot day. Anyway, let's. What are your views on the monarchy and all that, James?
Well, Alistair, I don't like our current monarchy, but I do like the idea of monarchy. Let me explain. Our current monarchs here in the UK are German and Viking and whatnot, and they're all foreign. So therefore, I'm not a fan. But the idea, how can you be a king of somewhere if you don't come from there? Anyway, the actual idea of monarchy is good because, as you all know, I'm an anarchist in principle, but...
surely you should be against the monarchy then.
Yeah, I know that, but humans don't work properly, so therefore they need control. And therefore, the monarchy is a pretty good way of doing it.
Wait. So you're an anarchist, but you think that humans don't work properly, so therefore they require control. Isn't that like the two polar? Isn't that like the opposites of what anarchy is and what you believe in?
In an ideal world, there doesn't need to be a king, but in reality, at this point in time, right now in this country,
So you're a
there does
conservative.
need to be a monarchy.
You're a conservative then. Realistically, you're a conservative because you believe in sacrificing some
Yes, I am.
some freedoms for order. and
Yes,
stuff.
Alistair.
But what is good about the monarchy? Though? Why do you think it requires? Why do you think that giving one person all this power is good?
Because monarchies throughout history are usually founding families or families that have been in an area for such a long time that they have popularity or control or power and whatnot. And I think at the root of every single monarchy, there's a good leader. Otherwise, they wouldn't be the king in the first place. I know what you're going to say, but if the
What am I going to say? Counter my argument before I say it.
No,
Then.
hang
Go
on.
then.
The further back in time, right? The origin of a monarchy is good, usually, not all the time, but usually. And like for example, the origin of our monarchy, Alfred the Great, he was a decent king back in the 800s. But
For every good monarch you have, though, you have a monarch as well, don't you?
such as
Well, Charles II.
what was wrong with Charles II? I don't really know.
He got revolted against, didn't he?
Probably, but
there's our monarch currently.
yes,
There's our monarch
yes.
currently.
Yeah, our monarch at the moment isn't even British, so they're not my monarch.
The old monarchy was very much sort of Catholicism versus Protestantism, wasn't it? So they had all these roundheads. There was a civil war, wasn't there?
There was,
About the monarchy, which was...
yes, which they lost.
They did, correct.
But the point is, I think, for example, in a culture, in an ancient culture, the idea of a monarch is there for security and stability, right? In this day and age, it's not needed.
No, it's not needed at all.
particularly in our country, because the government has all the power anyway. But the idea of monarchy,
Charles I.
right? But the idea of monarchy, I think, is inherently good as long as the person ruling is good.
My main problem with that is that even if the ruler is good, I think they've still got too much power and control. And a lot of people always say, "Oh, the Queen's got no power control, no power at all over the country," and that is actually factually wrong. The Queen has executive power over the Prime Minister. The Queen basically signs off everything that we do. Now she probably would never actually sign off things saying we don't want to go to war, things that haven't been democratically voted for. So I think she can decide unless it was taken out in like the 2011 there was a redraft of the agreement 2011 about what the Queen can do, but unless that hasn't been taken out, then I think she does have the possibility to say Brexit won't go ahead. Now the counter argument to this is she'd never do that, and the reason why is because because politicians would then hold a coup against her and they'd want to try and get her out and get out and have a republic if she's going to stop democratically voted for things. But the simple fact that she can do something as momentous as turn over the people's decision, I think is a big threat to democracy and a big threat to people in general. Because even though she probably isn't going to do it, there's the possibility that she might do it. And I mean, it's happened in the past before. She can actually decide who. Did you know this? She can actually decide who is the prime minister, regardless of the people's. Regardless of the people's votes.
But do you not think that having a good person or a role model to look up to for social values is a good thing?
If I'm honest, I don't really, because that really depends on who the monarch is. And like you just said, you don't particularly like the monarch right now. You think that the monarch.
Well, she's foreign. That's the problem.
Yeah, you think she's foreign, so you're not happy with her. Loads of people could be happy though because she's foreign, thinking, oh, it's representative or something like that, or just because they're patriotic. So
right.
so people are never going to be happy with the monarch, and the monarch has got loads of control over people, so it can decide. So it will always be either some people off and making others happy. So what's the point?
Yeah, but the government does the government does the same to an even greater extent.
But the government is voted in for. The government is democratic. We vote for the government.
I don't vote in for Labour government, so that pisses me off.
Well, yeah, but if more people know James, that is a problem with first past the post system, and we could go into political systems later, but that is a problem with first past the post.
Right. Okay. So back to the topic for a second.
Okay.
This wedding would have cost millions, right?
Yes.
And most of that is taxpayers' money.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah,
and that's why I agree with you that tax is theft when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, like who the hell bought a Jaguar E-Type for them to drive down 500-meter road in? That's my question.
Exactly. Why? How much Jaguar E-Types cost now? They must cost hundreds of thousands. Yeah, because they're so old. Why?
I know it's ridiculous, but that's the problem. That's the problem. The fact is that we're paying for this, and she's not democratically elected. That's obviously one of the main problems.
Yeah.
But having said that,
she actually dismissed an Australian Prime Minister in the past.
Yeah.
She has exercised her powers, and I think it's not right.
But do you not think having a family is quite traditional and quite it's part of our culture, really? If you got rid of the royal family, a big chunk of British culture would go, wouldn't it? That
is very much true. But then again, what a lot of culture is to do with history and stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
And I think that what we've got now is one of the things that the royal family does very well and very badly is keep certain traditions. Like certain traditions, it can be argued do bring in tourism, like having beef eaters.
You say that, but there's actually no.
There's no evidence.
Without the royals, there'd still be Buckingham Palace. Like it'd still be there. People would still want to look at it.
Exactly. That was the point I was going to make. The fact that
so
even without the monarchy, I mean, like France is a republic, and it gets even though it's got beaches and stuff, it still gets so much more tourism than us.
Yeah. Like down the Champs-Elysees, but like Napoleon.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So
and also brings more tourism because you can actually go into like French palaces and things that you can't go in here because the Queen's living in them.
Yeah.
And I think that bring in so much tourism. If you say we could walk around Buckingham Palace as opposed to that's where the Queen's living or something.
Yeah. So exactly. So I think the idea has a place, and if the people are happy with a monarch, then obviously they should be allowed to reign, right? Surely. But you don't like about taxes and things, do you? Like the fact that our tax money goes towards them. Yeah.
Tourism there's not even really proven. Like people say tourism. Also with when we do have the Queen in our country, like we also keep some bad traditions and things. Like in the House of Commons, there's a ridiculous system. Like most countries when they have votes things, they just have an iPad that says yes or no. But on the House of Commons, you've got to like walk around the building, like have you got to form a line, and if you're not there for morning prayer, you don't get to keep a seat or something. These are just outdated, stupid traditions that other countries have abandoned.
No. That's tradition. There's a difference between having a monarch and having tradition. And
well, I think that being the Queen being still in power does still hold some reign of tradition and things.
Yeah, but tradition's a good thing. It defines who you are.
Not all of them.
Yeah, a majority of it.
Well, not the ones I just said there, and I think they're the ones that are kept by.
Yeah, but if we just get iPads, then what difference is there between us and another country? What's the point?
But it's more rational.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What's wrong with taking a stretch for your legs?
Well, and having a walk out, that's ridiculous though, because then if you're not actually in the room when that happens, I think it's like an 8-minute time gap. That if you're not in that room, then you don't get to vote.
Well,
an 8-minute time gap. You could be there the whole day and then go out to the toilet, and then
that's not right. It doesn't take 8 minutes to go for a wee, and also But they're the rules. They're there. Everyone knows the rules, and if you don't follow them, then that's your own problem. It's not like a surprise. Oh wait, you weren't in at 12 minutes past 4, therefore you can't vote. It's not like that, is
It's
it?
so stupid though. Like some traditions are really good. That's one the stupidest tradition there is. It's not rational. Okay.
It may not be rational.
It's
it's
outdated.
tradition.
It's outdated. Who gives a shit about tradition? It's outdated. It doesn't work very well.
Yes, but without tradition,
I mean-
there is no culture.
So you think that, James, we should still go around like steam trains and stuff, and we should still use, I don't know, we should still have to use horse. Actually, yes, you do think that, do you?
Yes,
you
know
think
I
we should
do.
use- Yes, you do think. Okay, even though it's not rational at all, and it's
Well,
and
it
it's
is rational
inefficient.
because there's
It's not
hardly
rational.
any pollution, and it's good fun. Riding a horse is fun.
Yeah, it's fun, but I wouldn't want to go to work every day on a horse.
Well, then work near your own house.
This is going to get into a stupid argument about this, isn't it?
It's as simple as that. No, you're creating problems which don't exist.
These
Tradition.
are not problems that don't exist.
Tradition,
These traditions
tradition
are stupid
works.
and they
Yes,
don't
but
work
they
very
work.
well. Yeah, but they don't work very well. That's the thing. If
People
they work,
don't
they'd
turn
be
up to
fine.
votes based on they accidentally went to the toilet at the wrong time. People know what to do and they follow it because it's part of our tradition.
Yeah, but it'd be just so much easier if it'd also bring in so much more like business and things from countries saying, "Oh look, Britain's quite technologically advanced."
Are you kidding me?
Are you having a laugh?
People,
how am I having a laugh?
Businesses would not come to the UK just because people vote with iPads and not by walking around the House of Commons. That's ridiculous.
No, but if we're more technology advanced and we sort of portray ourselves to more like that, then we would be, yes. I mean, look at some of the biggest economies. Look at Hong Kong. That's one of the most technologically advanced country in the world. It's one of the best free markets in the world.
And who cares?
What do you mean, Anne? That would help our economy so much, especially.
In the Brexit debate that one of the main points argued was that we spend too much on other countries, so we should cut the foreign aid budget.
I think so. Yeah, that was.
And I personally think we should because I think taxation's theft. And part of our money is going to fund some criminals somewhere or some gangs or it's buying weapons here and there and things like that. So I think people's tax money is used in the wrong way, especially when it comes to this stupid royal wedding, which literally cost us millions. They might as well have just turned up at our house and said, "Give me all your money," which that's what they're doing on the daily anyway. But just the thought of that money going to somewhere else or going to
that makes you dislike the royal wedding a little bit, the royals bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like because this money could be. I mean, this money could have been if we didn't have a monarchy and we didn't have to spend so much on them. Like I don't even think that tourism recuperates the costs. I think we'd actually possibly might do better without monarchy.
Yeah.
If people like go into Buckingham Palace and if we also got rid of some of the silly traditions that we like your here's a tradition you might actually dislike. You're massive environmentalist, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's a judge or something that we had to look at in the House of Commons, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to make all the paperwork and stuff done online.
Yeah.
And that will save millions worth in trees.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea or not? Because that's an old tradition where they've got like literally thousands of papers lined up.
Well,
and what the guy wants to do is the guys wants to make it put online.
Both of those options are bad. Cutting down trees is bad, and using the internet is bad. So therefore,
so then what do we do, James?
we should get stones and inscribe them on stones
Oh, hell.
with chisels.
Inscribe them on stones.
Yes, chisels.
But that's just so irrational and so inefficient, though.
It works for the Greeks. It can work for us. It's as simple as that.
But I mean, but James, we're a little bit more technologically advanced, aren't we, than the Greeks?
Do we need to be more technology advanced than the Greeks?
Yes. Yeah, I think we should be. I think.
Why?
Get human race going quicker.
Going where?
Well, I don't know. Hopefully forward.
What does forward mean? What is more progressive?
Forward, so that we can help more people. We can try and get more stuff done.
You do realise it's actually impossible to help more people because the more people you help, the more people there will be, and that will exponentially increase. So the more you help, the more there'll be. The more you'll have to then help, the more they'll then be, and you'll just keep going on infinity. And there's either too many people or not enough help.
Well,
right?
if I'm honest, I think right now in society we're more equal than we were in the Greek times.
Yeah, that's true. Why should that be the case?
Good. Because I'm not saying total equality, but I'm saying not having people be slaves and not having people be dying on the streets. I mean, you can be the most rightly conservative and still agree that you don't want people on the streets, because even if you don't care about the people themselves, those are people dying on the streets that you have to look at, which isn't particularly nice. Or slaves. I mean,